Welcome back to Boxwood Avenue. Today I'm going to show you how to make an apple pie scone. If you've ever seen my blueberry lemon scones, or maybe you've made them at home, you know that this recipe is tried and true. It's very adaptable, so I'm going to put a little twist on the lemon blueberry scone, and we're going to make apple pie scones today. Right now I'm processing some apple pie filling, so while that's finishing, I figured I'd take one of the jars out and use it up right away. This is a delicious apple pie filling that's homemade, but if you don't want to make homemade apple pie filling or you don't have any, you can always buy pre-made apple pie filling. So to start, you're going to slice up your butter into little pea-sized bits. If you want to make really flaky pie crust or a really warm, buttery, flaky scone, this is a great tip. And then once it's sliced up into those sugar cube sized pieces, I'll pop it in the freezer to let it really solidify for a couple minutes while I prepare the other ingredients. To prepare the other ingredients, it's really simple. We've got flour, sugar, a little pinch of salt, some baking powder. Then I will come back in and I will add my butter, and I like to use my hands, or you could even use a food processor if you wanted to bring out your food processor, more power to you. But I'm going to use my hands and I'm just going to mish it all up into kind of like a rough sand. You want it to stick together but not be gooey. I'll add a little bit of cinnamon because we're doing the apple pie filling, but if you're doing the blueberry lemon scones or some other filling, I think that a little bit of lemon zest goes a long way in this recipe. It's really delicious. But today I'm going to add some cinnamon, and then we've got some milk. Now if you use cream, it's going to be really delicious, but you can use milk, and I'm actually using almond milk. I've tried it with almond milk before and it's a great substitute, so if you want to use almond milk like I am today, you can go ahead and use almond milk. And that's going to be the form of my dough. If it's gooey, you've just added a little bit too much milk, you can always add a little bit more flour, you're going to be fine. For this recipe, rather than putting these scones into little balls the way that I have in my blueberry lemon scone recipe, I'm going to break the dough into two separate pieces. I'm going to break the dough in half. The bottom half I'm going to form into about a 9-inch flat hockey puck. Then I'm going to take my pie filling and I'm going to spread a nice layer of pie filling over that, and then I will take the other half of my dough, turn it into like a 9-inch size hockey puck, and I will top it up. So I'm going to make like a little apple pie sandwich. And then I will bake it in the oven at 400 degrees, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. I'm going to top it with a little glaze and serve it for breakfast, lunch, maybe even dinner. So I just pulled my scones out of the oven, and I'm popping them in the freezer just so that they'll cool off a little bit quicker, and I'm going to drizzle a glaze over the top. To make a glaze, all you have to do is get some powdered sugar, and you could use milk and some cinnamon if you wanted, but I've got some of this juice from my apple pie filling, and I just took about 3 tablespoons of that and stirred it together with about half of a cup of powdered sugar, and this is going to be a really delicious glaze that I can drizzle over the scones. So as soon as your scones have cooled off quite a bit, you don't want them to be hot because the glaze is just going to drip right off the top of them. But as soon as your scones have cooled off, you can drizzle them with this glaze and then enjoy. These are so good. And let me tell you, the apple sandwich in between, the flaky, yummy, buttery scone dough is so good, and then the apple flavored drizzle on top. I could eat all of these right this second. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you tried this scone recipe or if you tried my blueberry lemon scone recipe. And if you want some more delicious fall apple recipes, I have tons on my blog, and I'm sharing a bunch of recipes with some of my other blogging friends. Be sure to go check it out. I will put the link in the description. If this was your first time here, I hope that you'll like this video, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what apple recipes you'll be making this fall, and don't forget to visit me at boxwoodavenue.com.